Welcome to another edition of Talk City Greensboro, produced by GTN, featuring interviews and events happening around town. It's an easy way to stay in the know while you're on the go. Subscribe to Talk City on iTunes, Stitcher, Google Play, or SoundCloud so you can keep up with what's going on in Greensboro City government. I'm your host, Josh Johnson, and with me today, as always, my good friend and amazing co-host, Rosemary Plyman.
Ooh, thank you. Amazing. That's
welcome.
A new one. Okay,
Yeah.
I'll take it. The Guilford Works Next Gen program is designed to help young adults, career seekers who require additional assistance to enter and complete an educational program or to secure and just hold employment.
Right.
It's designed to remove barriers to employment for both in-school and out-of-school youth through a variety of services like career advising, mentoring, leadership development. Lee Howe is NC Works digital skills instructor with us here to talk about the Next Gen program. Hello and welcome.
Hello. How are y'all doing today?
We're
Good. Thanks for
great.
coming on the show,
Good.
Lee.
Honestly,
Thank you.
thank you for having me. This is such an amazing experience.
Cool. Well, tell us a little bit about the NC Works Next Gen program in Guilford County.
So the NC Works Next Gen program is a program that's designed to assist young adults that may have certain significant barriers to employment, right? So some of those barriers are if they're pregnant or parenting, if they have a criminal background history, by chance if they were a high school dropout, if they do by chance have a documented disability, which can also count for having an IEP in high school, if they were in foster care, if they were homeless or at risk of being homeless, in addition to being high poverty. So this can include the area that they live in, whether or not they receive food stamps, or if they do receive TANF, so temporary assistance for needy families. So what we do is, of course, the one-on-one counseling to find out what it is that you want to do as far as a career, right?
Yeah.
And then we also try to see if there are any programs that may be around or available from one of our providers, such as UNCG, North Carolina A&T, or Guilford Technical Community College, and then we'll send them there to gain that credential. Once they present it back to us, we assist them with employment. So we're like a bit of a one-stop shop.
Nice.
But we do want to assist these young adults. And then just to rewind a little bit, it is for young adults between the ages of 16 to 24
Okay.
in Guilford County. So like I said, if by chance they have any of those barriers, they're eligible for the program, so we can assist them with federal funds.
All right, so you're a digital skills instructor. What does that mean?
Yes.
What are you teaching? What kind of skills there?
Oh, goodness. Digital skills, virtual reality, community outreach. We wear at least 3 different hats.
Right. I know. I get it. Yeah.
Next Gen. But with me being the digital skills instructor, I do teach those career readiness workshops. So how to build a resume, how to create a cover letter, job search techniques. You know, one thing that we saw with the pandemic was a ton of people being scammed out of jobs. So I teach on how to look at those warning signs and how to actually validate whether that company may be real or not using, the
Wow.
Better Business Bureau website, Glassdoor, and of course just doing research, right? So those two, interview basics. So of course, a lot of our young adults, especially the 16-year-olds, they may have never done an interview before.
Yeah.
So we just give them the basics, and then we can always do a mock interview with them. Then we also teach professional etiquette. So those are pretty much the 4 main workshops that are required to enter into the program. So build your resume, job search techniques, interview basics, and professional etiquette. Just getting more feedback from the young adults in our program. They're also interested about LinkedIn. You know, they've heard about it, but it's like, how do I go about doing this?
Yeah.
And of course,
How
our
can I
young
really
adults.
use it? Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. And then our young adults, being Gen Z, chances are they may not be on Facebook. So when I say, oh, it's the professional version of Facebook, they're like, oh, my mom has a Facebook,
Right,
my uncle has a
right.
Facebook, and I'm like, oh goodness, I have a Facebook, so am I in that demographic?
Yes,
But,
we are.
Yeah, so we do something about LinkedIn and networking, making a good impression, because we actually just had a hiring event today at the center for FedEx and Spectrum. And a lot of them are nervous,
okay.
Coming to these hire events.
Yeah.
What do I bring? How do I dress? So I decided to make a presentation on how to make a good impression, on an employer. So we just do get a lot of feedback from our participants on what workshops they may be interested in if it's outside of the workshops that I currently have in my repertoire. so to
Right.
speak.
Yeah, absolutely.
So are all these workshops located at the Next Gen location here in downtown Greensboro, the new location,
Yeah.
or at different locations?
So for the new location, 301 South Green Street, Greensboro, North Carolina, it is where we do assist our young adult participants,
Okay.
again, those from 16 to 24. At the old address when we were at Meadowview, they do have a digital skills instructor for the adult and dislocated worker program. But me specifically, I'm really just trying to help, our young adults enter the workforce, find out about these skills that they need to be successful in the workforce. In addition, if there are any community partners that are that may have participants in their program, they'll reach out to us like, hey, do you all have anybody that can teach our participants how to create a resume? So we do go out into the community. We will go to Calcaloo Recreation Center, Windsor Recreation Center. We even have the Mobile Career Center unit, which is
nice.
It's
very
huge.
cool.
You've seen it?
Oh, yeah, man. It's very cool.
It's really nice. It has 10 laptops on each side. I'm sorry, 5 on one side, 5 on the other. There's a printer in there. They have 2 TV monitors. There's a bathroom in there. So sometimes we had to learn that not everybody can come to us. Sometimes we have to go to them. So I have taught my interview basics and making a good impression workshop on the MCC, or the Mobile Career Center, as we do call it.
So cool. Okay, so talk about the successful Next Gen participant. What does that person look like? What do they need to bring to the table before they even walk in the door?
Right. So, again, assisting these young adults that do have these barriers, they may not have got the upbringing or the understanding that these are things that you need to be successful. Usually what a successful participant in our program looks like is somebody who has utilized every resource that we can assist them with. So they'll come in, we'll obtain the documents from them. And honestly, we work as fast as the participants, respond back to us.
Right.
So if we have, for example, a young lady that's taking months or weeks to provide us with information on what it is that she wants to do, we really can't move forward with that process. If you have somebody who comes in, knows what they want to do, can go to one of our local providers, can present us with the certification. Maybe they want to do an internship. So we do set them up with our work-based learning coordinator. The internship usually lasts 280 hours. So depending on whether or not they wanted to be full-time or part-time depends on the duration of the internship. If you're full-time, it can be about 3 months. If you're part-time, it can last maybe about 6 to 7 months. After the internship is over, we assist them with direct placement if their internship site does not hire them on afterwards. So a successful participant is someone who, goes to one of the training providers, get that credential, come back and present it to us, does an internship, of course, utilizes, what do we call it? Supportive services.
Right.
So if they need any assistance, like obtaining scrubs or steel-toe boots, if they're going to work in a warehouse environment, utilize the supportive services, utilize the business services recruiter who makes these partnerships in the community to say that, hey, we have a young man, for example, in our program, 23. He just completed an internship. We have a very strong resume for him, an outstanding cover letter, and he's ready to, to be employed by whatever that company or that agency may be. So really just someone who doesn't come in and just go for specific things, but someone who comes in and utilizes everything that we do.
Available.
Yeah, you got to bring it. We're not handing you a silver platter. I'm hearing motivation. You got to have somebody who's really motivated.
Self-motivation. Yes, definitely.
Yeah.
And glad you said that. Amazing soft skill to put on a resume.
Yeah, absolutely.
So are there any upcoming events with the Guilford County Next Gen program that we can look forward to, that we need to know about? Yeah,
so for the upcoming events, we do have our marketing team that works for Guilford Works that posts all of my career readiness workshops on the ncworks.gov calendar. They post them on the guilfordworks.gov calendar, in addition to the social media sites that they're on. So usually the handle is Guilford Works, all one word. They do have a Facebook page. They have Instagram and they have LinkedIn. So if by chance somebody can't, log into their NC Works account, or the Guilford Works site may be down. Those are two or other avenues that they can utilize to find the links for all the workshops that I do teach. So we have my career readiness workshops. We do have a hiring event that we're going to be having Guilford County Schools come to on September 12th and 26th. They're going to be hiring for bus drivers.
Okay.
So honestly, anybody that may want to get their Class A CDL, this would be a good segue into them getting their Class B CDL, just seeing what that's like and seeing ultimately is, being a truck driver something that I want to do.
Yeah, no doubt.
And then in addition, we do have our Free for All Fridays. It's something that we are trying to a phrase that we're trying to coin. You know, I know Greensboro kind of took First Fridays. That's what we were going for at first, but we didn't want it to be a conflict of interest or just any kind of conflict at all. So we did coin Free for All Fridays. So September 23rd from 5 to 7. We usually do have our Free for All Fridays. Okay. You know, it's already kind of like casual Fridays anyway. So we're dressed down. We let our hair down. We open up the center.
Wait, you let your hair down?
I might take my braids out, but just relax. You know, so our participants always don't see us in that business mindset. They know that we're people as well. You know, we like to go out. We like to have fun. We like to enjoy one another's company. So we'll have them come to the center. They can do a tour of the center. If any community partners choose to come by, we always try to find out how we can build those relationships, right? Like those partnerships with people in the community, because something that the Next Gen program may not do, they may be able to do. So we can refer our participants to their program if that's something that they can assist them with. So I want to say just those events that we do have coming up. We always get excited about our Free for All Fridays.
Of course. It sounds like a great time.
We've even had some of the staff from Guilford Works come down, to our floor because we're on the first floor and, do the line dances with us or do, the karaoke with us or try out the virtual reality headset, that we have. But it's just a good time. Like I said, just interacting with the community. Again, we are fairly new to downtown Greensboro, so we just want to let our presence be known, want to let them know what we're here to do, and also let them know what we can do for them.
So the Free for All Friday, like you mentioned First Friday, so that's like the first Friday every month. Does Free for All come like on a specific Friday of every month, or is it
So we're trying to shoot on having it for a specific day each month.
I mean, obviously, it'll be a Friday. But,
naturally,
right. Is it the second or third or last Friday of the month or something like? You hadn't got there yet.
Stay tuned.
Stay tuned. Ooh, stay tuned.
Follow them.
That's right.
So where's the best way to go? You mentioned the Guilford Works and NC Works. Is there just a Next Gen? Do you have your own social media that we should follow as well, or website that we should check out?
We're in the process of having
our
own. Everything that is posted on, anything Next Gen related through Guilford Works goes through the Guilford Works marketing team.
Okay.
We are making that push, to get on social media, on Facebook, Instagram, maybe TikTok,
Facebook,
Snapchat.
what's that? Oh, yeah. Sorry.
Exactly.
It's the casual, what's the other one? LinkedIn. Thank you.
Right. It's what our ancestors and our forefathers used, as probably some young adults will tell us. And, I'm sitting here, I'm like, well, I'm not even that old, but I'm on Facebook. But, it's I guess the age gap.
Absolutely. So Guilford Works is the place to check you out for sure.
Guilford Works. Okay. We are on Facebook. I want to say is NC Works Next Gen, Guilford County. Instagram is Guilford Works, and then LinkedIn is Guilford Works.
Awesome.
All right,
we'll be checking you out. Thank you. Thanks, Lee.
Thank you.
Thanks for coming, Lee. We appreciate you being here.
Of course. Thank you for having me.
All right.
I love this.
Stay tuned in weekly by subscribing to Talk City Greensboro on iTunes, Stitcher, and Google Play. And don't forget, you can download Talk City from SoundCloud.
That's our time for this week. Thanks so much for tuning into Talk City. We hope you'll share it with a friend. Also, be sure to watch GTN, your official source for news and information about the city of Greensboro. GTN is available on Spectrum Channel 13,
AT&T UVerse Channel 99,
and North State Channel 31.
GTN also streams live on Roku and the city's website
at greensboro-nc.gov.